Three.
Cut!
Three.
Just 5 times you got it right.
English is turned off.
Hey, your English is good.
Yeah.
Very good. It also means some drugs and things I do not like. Ukrainians. I'm joking. Americans. Yeah.
It's very.
So like middle finger. If you do this to some British person, they'll be very angry.
Yeah.
I'm really British.
Всіх вітаю на каналі Positive Today. Сьогодні будемо брати інтерв'ю в одного із британців. Буде дуже цікаво, будемо розмовляти на різні теми, що знають британці про Україну. Як британці проводять своє дозвілля, як відпочивають британці, які країни їм подобаються відвідувати, що вони думають про американців, як вони відносяться до мігрантів, зокрема до українців. Тому буде дуже цікаво, корисно. Ставте лайк цьому відео і ми починаємо.
Hello everyone.
Hello everybody.
This is Sam. My name is Alex, and we're going to make some good interview today.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So first question is, how do the British treat Americans and Australians, also Canadians?
I think in general, the UK sees itself as better than America.
Yeah?
I think most people in the UK, we kind of, Americans, they're very loud, they're very arrogant. So in the UK, we're sort of like, some people absolutely love them, some people absolutely hate them. I don't like them all that much.
What is your opinion?
I don't, I mean, it's a lovely place to visit. I enjoy going to America, but the people are too loud, too annoying.
Yeah. What about the accent?
The food is terrible. The accents, I think, are ridiculous. But you've got a lot of accents in America. Like you go down Texas, in the deep south, and then you've got California, and they're a bit more annoying. Like, oh my god! Like, oh wow! Look
Americans.
At this. Yeah. Because we're Texas, you got deep south and all this kind of thing. The accents are interesting, but I just think as a general idea is that Americans see themselves as the best in the world when they're not.
Britain is the best.
No, we're not the best. A lot of Scandinavian countries are some of the best in the world, like Sweden, Finland, Denmark. These places, they have some of the best education, the best rights, best passports. But it's good. It's good to be from the UK. In terms of Australians, I lived in Australia for nearly 2 years. Australians are quite good, but again, they can be a little bit arrogant. I don't know if you experience this in your home, but like when you meet people from Kiev, maybe, or Kyiv, they're more arrogant than everywhere else. Yeah. So we have that in London. If you live in like the capital city, they're a lot more arrogant. Like, but I'm from London. This is the best place. Same. Paris is really bad for it. In France, the Parisians, man, they're just too loud. They're too self-important.
Difference between the countryside and
the big cities.
Big cities.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
But I lived in Australia. I got some good Australian friends. A little bit racist, but yeah, they're nice. And Canada just seems to be the nicest place in the world. Everybody seems to be really friendly.
Yeah.
I've never been to Canada. I don't know many Canadians. I've met lots of Americans and Australians though.
Cool.
Like individually, people are great, but together as a country, I think America's a bit too much.
How the British like to spend their free time?
Okay, I mean, naturally, I cannot speak for all British people, and we all do our own individual things. In my own time, it depends on your age as well. For me, I have a 3-year-old boy, so it takes up a lot of my time. But I like going to music gigs. I do lots of vegetable growing. So I've got a greenhouse. I grow tomatoes and chilies, peppers.
In your backyard?
Yeah. And I grow, this year I'm growing sweet corn, courgettes, beans. I grow lots. So I enjoy doing that in my spare time. I think TV is a big thing in the UK for people.
What's your favorite TV show?
See, I don't watch much TV. I mean, I love some, if you're looking for like British TV, funny, The Office. The original, the UK version of The Office is amazing. So funny. Very awkward, very British humor. Lots of Ricky Gervais things are really good.
Top Gear?
I like Top Gear. I used to watch it before when Clarkson, Hammond, and they were there. The old
it's
guys.
really nice.
It was good fun. There's lots of shows, but I don't watch a lot of TV. I will probably play more video games than anything.
Wow.
So gaming is a big thing, especially with younger people in this country. If you're perhaps under 30, you're probably going to have PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, something like that, or on your PC. I think for the older generation, especially most evenings after work, at home, TV, EastEnders, Coronation Street, the big British dramas, cup of tea.
Of course.
I don't drink tea. I'm a weird British person. I don't drink tea or coffee or watch TV. Most people do. So perhaps I'm not the best person for this, but yeah, we do a lot of different things. Usually it revolves around our family life.
It's cool.
Yeah, and then individually.
All right. Question. Yeah.
Question 3.
Question 3. This is peace.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
this peace.
This is swearing in the UK.
Swearing is this.
Yeah.
It's swearing.
So like middle finger. Is swearing.
Yeah. It's swearing.
In
like
the UK,
this.
2 fingers also.
Like this.
Yeah.
Do not show the 2 fingers like this.
No, if you do this to some British person, they'll be very angry.
Yeah.
Again, we were speaking off camera earlier, and we talked about the French and how Britain and France had a lot of wars. This is because of the French. So in one of the wars, long time ago, before guns, we had bows and arrow.
Yeah.
And so to taunt the French or to annoy them, we would say, "Come and get our bow fingers." So at the beginning of the battle, all the British would raise their hands like this, or the archers to say, "Come and get my fingers." Until then, they're going to do it. So
it's cool to know.
So yeah, some interesting trivia for you there.
Yeah. Why do you like and what do you dislike in your country?
Okay.
3 things.
3 things. What do I like? Okay, so I like the people. I think we've got an enormous amount of different cultures in the UK, and it creates a big bubbling pot. So you can get lots of different foods from all over the world. We have lots of people from everywhere. I think we're one of the safest and healthiest countries in the world.
True.
We've got free healthcare, free education. We've got really good police and emergency services. And what else do I like? So what have I said? I like the people. Like the infrastructure and the football. There you go. I love football. Course. Best in the world. You cannot beat English football, I'm afraid. I'm a Bristol City fan, so Division 2, not 2. 2. Yeah. You see this, Bristol City, and people say this, not good. But yeah, my team are in 2nd division, but English football, best in the world, easily.
I'm agree.
3 things I do not like. Ukrainians. I'm joking. Too many, no. So what I don't like, politics. Our politics are rubbish in this country. We only have two main parties, and quite often they seem like the same people. We've had too many politics. Yeah, I won't get started. The weather. Weather is number 2.
Yeah.
The weather is sometimes we have the best weather in the world, but not for very long. So for the duration I've been working with Alex here, the weather's not been great, has it? It's been cloudy and some rain. As we get lots of that, not good weather. And what else do I not like? British food is not very good.
The British food is poor. It's true.
Yeah, it's very. I'm trying to think of the word. It's not very creative. Not creative in our food. We've got, like I said, we've got lots of food from all around the world. So we love like pasta and Thai food, Indian food, Chinese, Mexican. But the food we make ourselves, some of it is amazing. But we had another.
Simple.
Yeah, it is a little bit simple. There's meat, vegetables traditionally. Chicken. I suppose coming from Ukraine, I mean, I've never been to Ukraine, but when I visited a neighboring country, Romania, it was all meat, potatoes, vegetables, similar, but cooked in different styles. So British food's not the best. And as someone who's traveled the world, it was much better.
You should visit our country after the war.
Yeah, I hope so. I'd like to come. When I am a celebrity.
Yeah, you're already a celebrity. So, question number 4. What did you know about Ukraine before war and after the war?
I knew of Ukraine anyway. I love geography myself, so I know most of the countries in the world. I try to learn all the names, so I knew of Ukraine anyway, and Kyiv. But in 2014, when the annexation of Crimea and the Donbass,
Yeah.
That obviously was big news as well. So we learned a lot about that. But then you've also had the Chernobyl disaster. We had a very, very big British TV show called Chernobyl.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's an amazing show.
Yeah.
You, as Ukrainian people, might find it annoying because they speak in a British accent.
Yeah.
So maybe you can dub it. But I knew a bit about it, and it's somewhere I've wanted to visit. And I've seen shows. Do you know the actor Ewan McGregor, who's in Star
McGregor.
Wars? Yeah.
No, I know just one McGregor. He's a fighter.
Conor McGregor, yeah.
Conor McGregor.
But yeah, there's another famous actor, Ewan McGregor. Him and a friend did like a bike tour through Ukraine and went on to Russia. They actually went from London all the way to America, but through Russia.
I think I heard
remember
about
the
the
name.
story, but I never saw.
But they spent some time in Ukraine. I remember learning about
Oh.
it. So I knew a bit, but now I know a lot more because I love to keep up to date with news. So today I was watching a video of a Ukrainian sea drone attack
Yeah.
Russian missiles. Go Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy reading, especially at the moment, about Ukraine. I watch a lot of the news about it.
All right. Sam, could you tell me how the British treat migrants from other countries?
Okay, so a very interesting question, especially at the moment. Do you know what? It's mixed massively. So as I said, we sort of every country has sort of a left and a right in terms of their own political views. In this country at the moment, we have a lot of people coming from, I suppose, more Islamic countries coming over. We have Ukrainians. We have lots of different people coming to our country. Some legally, like yourself. Others not so. And the British people, it depends. It really does depend on who you get. If you meet someone who's more left leaning in their politics, they're very much come here, we'll look after you, we'll be safe. So we like to try and take care of these people. Yeah. But if you are on the right, then a lot of people are like, go away, stay away. We do not want you here. This is our country. We need to look after ourselves. Both sides, they have important opinions.
Yeah, right.
You know, on the left, it is important to look after everybody. On the right, they say, well, we have to look after ourselves first. We have lots of homelessness, people with no jobs. Yeah. So they see people come over, whether that's coming from France in small migrant boats, then people will tend to be like, go away. There has been, or like if you speak to people who are on the right and they're, they believe that you're more likely to get like terrorists come over if they're not checked when they come over. So they get very protective, and some people are very distant. With Ukrainians, I think the general public are very, very welcoming to Ukrainians. I think, especially as you're European, I think we sort of care about you a little bit more. Maybe that's not the right thing, but when there are conflicts in places like Syria, Libya, we're less likely because there's maybe it's down to
different culture.
Yeah, and different religious beliefs as well. And then you get too far right, you start to become a little bit more racist and xenophobic. A lot of it is built from, we want to protect ourselves, we need to look after ourselves, and I can see that part, but then it can go too far and becomes very racist. But on the left, there's also the problem where we like to encourage people to come, we want them to look after them, but then sometimes you speak to people on the left and they're like, we don't care, everybody come here, everybody, and then that's not possible because we
small island.
We already have probably too many people. We have a big population for the land. About between 65 to 70 at the moment in the UK.
I thought it's more like 17 millions.
It's close to 70 million, I think. It's getting towards there.
All right.
But we, again, the media play a big part of this because they can sell stories if they scare people. So sometimes they'll say, nearly 1 million people came to the UK last year and they're all looking for your jobs. And then everyone's like, oh, I get angry. And on the other side, people are like, look, we need to help these migrants and help these people who are suffering and are worse off than us. I can see both sides of it. I think in general, we're pretty tolerant of migrants because we are a country that's built on migrants. So, we have so many, you look at the English language, you have French and German words and Latin and from all other areas. We're a nation of migrants, effectively. We're slowly built over time.
Thank you. All right. Next question is about which countries have you visited in the last 3 years?
The last 3 years have been difficult because we've had COVID. Last place I went to was France, and that was in the Alps. I used to work for a ski company, so I used to go to the office in the Alps occasionally. Before that, Romania, Greece. Before that, I've been all around Asia, Australia, South America, North America, Europe a lot.
What of these all countries do you like more?
The two places I've been that have been my favorite, Japan.
Japan
is amazing. Like
Yeah.
it's like, so it's crazy. Everything's crazy. And I stayed in like a small Airbnb in somebody's flat, and then we stayed away from tourists. So we got really real authentic, real Japanese experience. So we go down to this. Oh, that's crazy. The other way from here, Peru in South America is
South America.
amazing.
Yeah?
The Incas, you've got Machu Picchu.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
familiar? The food is amazing. They love like raw seafood and lots of amazing flavors. Peru and Japan, two opposite places, but
Yeah.
both amazing. But I love France as well.
France.
is amazing. I lived in France for about 4 years. So I used to go snowboarding in the winter, surfing in the summer. It was amazing.
It's most popular, I think.
Okay.
Thinks a lot of people thinks from my country also. The British don't care too much about the weather, do they?
We love the weather. We just have so much bad weather. We care very much about the weather. Oh my God. You cannot have a conversation. If you work somewhere in the UK with colleagues and other people, at least once a day, guaranteed you will be talking about weather.
Yeah,
Every day. Oh, it's rainy today. Oh, it's windy today. Oh, it's nice and sunny.
It's like a topic for conversation.
Yeah. And because our weather goes from, like if we have some good sunshine, we have like 35 degrees, amazing sunshine, great heat. And then the next week, like this week, 15 degrees, rainy, cold, windy, and then it will change again. We're very passionate about the weather, but we have so much rubbish weather here that when it is good, we get so excited.
Yeah, when you see sun, wow,
Let's go.
Good.
So we do a lot of sunny holidays. A lot of tourism goes to France and Spain and Spanish islands, places like that, because we love the sun. Yeah, it's funny how you pronounce your V's. Well, we're on the course and the high vis.
High vis.
Yeah.
Could you tell for our describer what is mean high vis?
So we like part of certain uniform and things you have to wear in certain industries in the UK are high visibility tops. Okay, so these are bright yellow with the strips. I'm sure you've seen them. But Alex here was is high whiz, and I said whiz. I was like, okay. It's like, oh, you mean high vis? Because whiz in this country, it means two things. A whiz can either mean you're going for a wee, number one, toilet, or it could also mean some drugs. And so he says, "Hi, whiz." Wait, is he high from the whiz, or is he going up to the roof to have a whiz? I don't know. But yeah, it was a good laugh. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you for you joining me.
That's okay.
Sam.
Thank you.
Thank you for the interview, and you too. Have a lovely day.
Take care. And he's
Take care.
just passed his test. Tell him congratulations.
Yeah, I have passed.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. See you soon.
Take
Bye.
care.
Дякую, друзі, що додивилися відео до кінця. Ставте лайк, якщо сподобалося, підписуйтесь на канал та діліться з друзями. Все добре і до нових зустрічей!